This is why this video is titled the way that it is. I support the passport bro movement. The reason I support is because it's the lesser men who are choosing to leave. Let them go. Understand that in Western nations, the dating market is the varsity league. Okay. Yes, our standards are high. Yes, our demands are at least on par with what the demands of women are. Yes, we expect to have men that treat us a certain way. And if you can't meet those demands, we don't want you. You did not make the varsity team. You're not hurting my feelings or any other woman's feelings by removing your weak, lesser self from the market, which you have already been rejected. Because let me let you know, the good men who meet the standards are not having problems in the dating market over here. They're fine and getting married. We've got those. The men who are griping and whining and complaining and all that, they're the men that can't meet our standards. So what do we look like complaining about the men who we don't want in the first place? I'm not going to complain about the D students leaving the honor roll class. You're getting a D and an F in the class. I'm going to suggest that you go. I don't want you to stay. We're not losing anything by losing you. The way that I support y'all leaving, I wish I could pack you on the boat. I would make you a lunch and send you on your way. And I'm sorry. Apologies to foreign women. Okay. I do not mean to be like uber privileged. I do not mean to be disrespectful and just dump our American garbage on your shorelines. I don't. I swear I don't. Okay. They're choosing to go to your countries. And I'm saying we're okay with that, but I know that they're trash. And when you guys find out that they're trash, I don't want you to think that this is the doing of American women. American women have saddled us with their lackluster men, and now we're stuck with them. This was not us. And I'm like extending the olive branch right now and warning some of these girls. I fully support. Go find someone who accepts you for less. Because we won't. I won't. Goodbye. We are talking about all of our collective top 10 pageant pet peeves, the trends that just need to die. At number 4, the chin chuck. Oh my, dead the chin chuck. Chuck, the freaking chin chuck. We are tired of the chin chuck. If you've never seen the chin chuck, this is the chin chuck.
For 15 years, winning 7.
Like, why are we doing that? Why are we still doing that? Have I even not been complaining about this for years? And finally, pageant fans are seeing it too. And none of us can figure out why you're doing it. Just stop it. There's nothing to even discuss in this section other than the fact that stop giving yourself whiplash in front of all of us. Stop trying to chin butt us in the nose. Like, whatever you're doing, stop doing it. Stop. Taper chin down. Stick a stick. I don't know, coaches, but get rid of it. It's so annoying. And it's such a small thing that can ruin an overall good performance. No more chin chuck. No more.
And now, for the moment all you motherfuckers been waiting for. All my flip mode niggas rise and await for the most powerful event to occur. The coming! The coming!
Hey, ever notice how there's no shortage of women waiting to read us the riot act about any given subject and shit? You never see them getting on here doing anything positive and shit. It's mostly just it sounds real fucking disingenuous and shit. So much so that when there's an actual woman trying to make some sense, you just give it a side eye. You don't trust her and shit. But there's no shortage of women reading us the riot act. We've been doing this shit for over a century. Okay, if we want to be honest about it and shit, some of you assholes are going to say we've been doing this shit for 47 plus years or so. No, they've been doing this shit for the longest, man. We can dig up information about that, but it's par for the course. It's like their default personality is talking shit, running their fucking mouth. Okay. This female's running their mouth about, rankings again. It's always rankings with these people, like who rates for what, this, that, and everybody make these demands, these ridiculous fucking demands and shit that makes you wanna you know, look at the ideas if they're, special or something, if they're the upper or lower spectrum. All right? And this woman fancies herself a queen or something, She's running her mouth, wearing a white woman. This guy's got a wig on her fucking head. Okay, why don't I just cut the, colorful language? She's wearing a goddamn wig. She looks like a adolescent. She looks like between 14 and like 16 or something. She's probably like damn near 40, and she thinks she rapes. She thinks she's qualified to talk to anyone like that, especially like low value men and shit. Like the fucking humpy dumpy nerdy looking guys that you say live in a basement and all this bullshit. The guys of means. You need to think out so fucking much shit. All you do is play dress up in your fucking house. Okay, dress up in your fucking house and dance around and do memes and talk to your phone and shit instead of getting out in the world and living your motherfucking life and shit and realizing the phone is an accessory. It is not your best friend and shit, okay? It is not that, okay? It's like that, the pirate with that little parrot that sit on the shoulder and shit stuff. You running your mouth, pouring all your negativity into it and polluting the world, okay? You want to talk about rankings, okay? I'm going to give you a ranking. You're between a 3 and a 4, okay? In appearance, personality, you're a 2, okay? Physically speaking and shit, I'll give you a 4, okay? A 4, goddamn. Alright? Because I don't see anything spectacular there that I would stop and, holler at and shit, okay? No construction workers are going to be yelling at you unless you're walking by their ass in the middle of the desert in the Middle East. Okay? Alright? Yeah. You want to get on here and read a spread act about how, women, it's okay for women to make demands on what they want because we do it. It's always some childish shit, I know you are, but what am I, rubber and glue is water stick to you and all that bullshit, I said that wrong. Always some childish demands and you guys always, you got penis envy and shit. You want to get into a pissing contest with the other half of your fucking gender and shit instead of, getting in line and shit. Get in line. It fix our community that you claim to love so fucking much and shit. You take the number 2 position and you get back there and you play the background with your basic ass and shit, okay? You should be happy to any guy that comes up to you, okay? Like I made in the previous video, I'm going to tell you where you rank and shit, and I'm looking at your fucking ass. You should be with a guy that makes between $30,000 to about $44,000 a year, okay? And then you bring your little McDonald's money and shit, you put it with him, and you guys get like a savings account, you save some money up and shit, have your own separate accounts, and you have a general account to pay bills and shit, that's cooperation shit, right? And then you siphon off a little bit of cheddar and shit, you get you some IRA fucking account, and, maybe invest a little and shit, just a little bit, get your penny saver and shit. And if you guys work together, then you can come up and break the glass ceiling and shit organically. But you guys are not engineered that way. You're not socially engineered. You're a parody of a parody at this point in, the future, the dystopian future that we live in, and that where, black men gotta listen to this bullshit, okay? Can you let us live? Alright? All you doing is playing dress up in your fucking house and talking to your fucking phone. You're not changing the world. You're not doing anything. You don't have no business and shit, and if you do, it's self-serving. It's only serving your gender, and it's fluff and shit. It doesn't change nothing. We have a black man, right? He invented a machine that can make water, drinkable water out of air, particles and shit, okay? So much so the government sabotage that shit. The motherfuckers over in Africa right now helping areas where there are droughts and shit with this machine. You're probably looking over his shoulder. I hope he's strapped. Like, every time the sister talking about a business and shit, some fucking Avon, beauty business and shit, making soaps and shit. And what the fuck is that gonna do for black people? How many black people do these motherfuckers employ? I tell you, 0. For your best friends and your little friends groups, that's not employees and shit. That's a coven. And that's tired of listening to your bullshit. So you're gonna have to take some back and shit. You girls are gonna have to get used to, Negroes, the Dusties and shit, adopting your attitude and talking points going forward and shit. This is the natural order of things. It's chaos theory and shit. You can, every cause, everything has a karma and shit, equal and opposite, effect. What you throw out there comes back as a boomerang. But when you sisters throw that boomerang at us, that fucking thing comes back and it's big as a fucking skyscraper, okay? It's getting bigger every day. Like, this is the second video I've made in a night, okay? I don't know when I'll post this shit. But, I'm just getting so tired of seeing sisters sitting in your cars, running your mouth, flapping your gums and shit. And especially a lot of y'all just mid chicks, you're the kind of woman you encounter in your regular dead end job, they, you hanging in your little groups, your little bubble and shit, because you're scared and shit to get out there and be a real adult and shit about things and actually try to do something with your life and shit. So you're looking for somebody that you can bully. You're looking for somebody you can oppress, okay? And you're looking for somebody that's gonna listen to your bullshit because you want to get your panties, your size 14 panties. You want to get there and get your skid mark. Then you better look around. Okay, that pool out there for simps is like getting smaller every fucking day. It's a drought. Alright? It's a fucking drought. Now, I've told you what you are, and I've told you what you rank, in my fucking opinion, using your same talking points and shit, okay? You're not varsity. Okay, you're a bench rider, okay? You're that person that they take off the bench and they put in a garbage time and shit, translating that into, just, language you can understand. You're limited, the crayon language and shit. You're the girl that the guy looks for, the drunk, low value guy who, does a certain kind of job. You're the girl that he looks for at last call at the corner club, when last call, like right before 2 or whatever. Then he's gonna come up to you. He said, hey, he's just gonna shrug, and then you're gonna shrug, and you're gonna go get in his car. You're gonna follow his car to the hourly motel and get your cheeks spread. Right? That's you. Okay. Now, I don't care. You can sit in your single apartment and wear your white woman wig and your little tiara and shit, and you can have a tea party with your Barbie playset and shit, but it ain't gonna change what you are once you go outside in the real world. Okay? Now the brothers is tired of this shit. Okay? We usually ignore you fuckers and just take so many swords in the back. Okay? But that's not feasible anymore. There has to be some pushback. Hence this video. Okay? Hence this video. You have so many complaints, and we listen to women's complaints all the time, and we just don't give a fuck and shit. And this is one of the reasons you see guys dating out, or you see certain black men with, large-sized white women and shit, because you're stuck that bad. Okay, you have to admit to yourself that you hate yourself when you get mad about someone dating out or getting a passport and shit, because you know you suck. It's an indictment of your condition. If you're half of the gender that motherfuckers is running, okay, and all you out-of-shape, busted broads, you midi chicks, you rather die than change anything about yourself, because your grandma and shit, your mom, your grandma, and your auntie and told you that we are supposed to accept you as you are. Okay? No matter what your condition is, no matter, if you're a half-eaten apple or a whole fucking green apple and shit with a worm in it. Okay? Now that's a myth. Okay? We're gonna make it a myth, isn't it? Alright? Brothers is tired of this shit. They'd rather, jerk off with their, fucking right handed. Be involved with you, or even listen to one syllable that comes out of your rotten mouth. Okay? You ain't no track wife. Alright? You ain't no soft girl. You're just doing a cosplay. Okay? I don't know what kind of Barbie you played with. Was it the black Barbie that's really a white one that they just painted brown and shit, Or she played with something else. Shit, you look like a fucking Gerber baby in drag. Alright? Doesn't feel good, right? Well, hey, keep making these goddamn videos and shit. And, well, it's part for the course and shit. You're gonna see a whole sea of Negroes out here making videos and shit, and some even more eloquently than me. Alright, you suck. Okay, you suck, man. I give you, I'll be nice, I'll give you a nice 4 White Castle boxes, okay? Alright, kings. Like I always say, suffer no fools. Alright, bro, there's no panties is worth none of this shit. Every one of these women have the same goddamn thing between their legs and shit. And the highway to heaven and shit is a hole down there. A fucking hole. So that being said, keep your head on a swivel. Protect your bag. If you do not make fallen women the mothers of your children, the stewards of your family. Okay, I know I say that backwards. You gotta protect your children and shit, because they're your future. They're your legacy. Alright? That's why SBM equals save yourself black man. Alright? It really does. I do this shit raw every time. Alright? All praise the Most High.